Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. GBP USD Weekly Forecast Rejected but still in the game analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 93F2288212025 24:44 p.m. Sterling firmly rejected at 1.3250 after climbing 5.6% in 4 weeks. Attempts at upper limit on Wednesday and Thursday fail with weekly close below 1.3100. July and August UK statistics generally upbeat led by retail sales. The pound-to-S 1-month climb was based as much on USD's weakness as sterling's strength and was part of the general market retreat from the US currency. NBSP The pound-to-S modest differential over the euro against the dollar over the last 4 weeks, 5.6% versus 4.7%, was due to the better performance of the UK economy in recovery. NBSP. Statistics in the UK continued to improve. Retail sales for July rose 3.6%, almost double the 2% forecast, and following June and July's combined 26.2%, are well ahead of March and April's 23.2% lockdown decrease. NBSP consumer prices in July climbed 0.4%, reversing the expected 0.1% decline, and with the year 1% higher from 0.6% in June, demand is clearly returning to the sector. Brexit negotiations had little impact on the pound this week, or really over the past 4. Protestations of disappointment. NBSP from Michel Barnier, the EU chief, are NBSP for public consumption. NBSP. No real progress can be expected until the deadline looms over the talks. The dollar weakness has been based on the perception that the US recovery has slowed under assault from rising COVID rates. NBSP. The statistical support for this view is thin, largely based on initial jobless claims, which rose 10% in the 2 middle weeks of July, fell 33% in the subsequent 2 weeks, and jumped back 12% to 1.106 million in the latest August 14th week. Other US July data has been relatively good. Payrolls added 1.763 million jobs, more than forecast, bringing the rehired to 9.23 million, 42% of the March and April losses. Purchasing manager saw indexes were strong in manufacturing and services, with the latter new orders index at an all-time record. NBSP employment indexes were the exception, with both services and manufacturing remaining well in contraction with little motion higher. Existing home sales soared a record 24.7% in July, outstripping the 14.7% forecast and June's strong 20.2% gain. The 5.86 million annualized selling rate is the highest since the pre-financial crash housing bubble. Sales were aided by some of the cheapest mortgage rates in history as the Federal Reserve bond purchase program, part of its COVID relief package, forces commercial yields lower. At first look at Augusta's numbers were good. NBSP IHS Markita's Purchasing Manager SAW index was better than forecast, with the manufacturing PMI at 53.6 on a 51.9 estimate and July's 50.9 score. Services registered 54.8 on a 51 forecast and the July reading of 50. The US labor economy is the crux of the recovery. NBSP. Until improvement is unambiguous and advancing, the dollar is unlikely to shake its weakness. NBSP. Though more than most of its competitors, the UK economy is in a position to aid its currency with its own economic performance. GBP USD outlook. The sterling pullback on Friday was due to 2 factors. Primary was the profit motive for a market long pounds, and given an excuse for taking by better than expected US data in a long summer weekend. Second, and of less import now but with more meaning in the weeks ahead, is the waning momentum of the dollar decline and its questionable basis in a COVID-weakened US recovery. Recent US economic information has been good except for the variable initial jobless claims, and much interpretation will ride on the August non-farm payrolls in 2 weeks. NBSP. Until then, a weak dollar will continue to be the market assumption with ever-waning conviction. Support to 1.3000 is strong, but beneath down to 1.2750 is NBSP much more fragile. The rapid rise through that range in the last 10 days of July and the even more precipitous fall in early March left few notable trading limits. UK Statistics August 17 August 21 NTV Forex US Statistics August 17 August 21 NTV Forex UK Statistics August 24 August 28 NTV Forex US Statistics August 24 August 28 NTV Forex GBP USD Technical Outlook. Resistance 1.3150 1.3200 1.3250 Support 1.3035 1.3000 1.2900 1.2750 1.2650 NBSP. The relative strength index has been above 50 since early July and has been largely overbought since July 27, 1 week into its sharp ascent. NBSP. This week's dip is a hint that all is not well with a continued sterling rise, but it is not an endorsement of a pending decline. TAE 21-day average at 1.3060 reflects the recent surge and provides support. The NBSP 100-day at 1.2582 NBSP and the 200-day at 1.2723 are out of the current picture. NBSP GBP USD Sentiment Poll. NBSP NBSP NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.